What's up, y'all? Let me reshoot the intro midstream because I was not recording. I'm so sorry. So anything for the YouTube that's going to be like edited videos is probably going to start after this point unless the stream downloads beautifully. But I can't believe that. I've only cooked up the melody so far, so sorry for that. My feelings are hurt mildly. All right, but the very next thing that I was about to do is pull up Span real quick. I always like to just take a look at the signature that I'm putting out, especially right now since I'm doing things a little bit differently than what I would normally do. So as the melody goes, there's actually a lot of space on that top end, as you can see. There's a little bit on that low end that's already getting filled up. I was thinking about either maybe adding a pad or a smooth synth bass. That's what I would be aiming for. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into these drums, and then we'll see if I want to add something like that a little bit later. So all I was doing there is just opening up some more headroom. I mean, I probably could have left it around 6 dB and just tried to slap the drums and everything in between that 6 dB and 0 dB, but I prefer just to leave a little bit more space. So right now I think we're going to be looking at somewhere around 12 dB instead of 3 or 6. Right here, I'm EQing some of that mid-range out of the melody, so that way when we bring those drums in, we'll have room, it'll be clean, and it'll be bussin'. Alright, and once we were done with that, I'm not going to bore you guys with showing you the entire process, but as you can see, I'm just going through choosing my 808, choosing my kick, and once I get all of that determined, then as you can see here, I start to build out my kick pattern first. Once I get my kick pattern built, what you'll see is that I'm now bringing in my 808s. I'm putting my 808s on the same bass root note or root key as my melody. So that way when the 808s hit, they should be on key. Now what you'll see is that I'll end up going back and doing some more adjustments to that. But for the most part, that's all you're missing right here on this speed up. Alright, and then so right here, I'm really just going through and making some adjustments to the 808 so that way it'll hit just that much harder. See right there, adding that high note. I didn't like it, take it back out. We'll see if there's anywhere else I want to add something. And that's the main idea when I start to do the 808s for tracks like this. Alright, and at this point, I'm going to go through, make a whole bunch of alterations, go through a bunch of clicks, a bunch of different sets of kicks, 808s, all just to get to about here. I'm going to try something that's probably won't work, but I want to use like some London drill hi-hats. Yeah. Like saying it out loud, I had to actually think about it. Like, is that really what I want to do? I don't know. See, I'm gonna go. Y'all gonna see me use the same same hi-hats almost every time. I don't know. It's just my favorite hi-hats, and hi-hats are really picky, especially because a lot of things I do, I don't have a lot of top end in my beats. I like the vocal to sit there for the artist to sit more on that top end. Right here, all I'm doing is finding my hi-hat and finding my hi-hat MIDI kit. As you'll see, I'm just going to choose the default one, but here you go. And I just start with the default one. If that one kind of works, then we can go with it. But if the default doesn't work, I feel like none of the other ones are going to work at all. It was at this moment I knew it was going to work. Believe it or not, we are going to run with that. Right here, all I'm doing is some panning work on those hi-hats. I like for the hi-hats to go left and right on beats like this. Personally, I feel it just adds a little bit more bounce. right, let's add a snare. Let's add a snare or a clap. Which one it'll be, I don't know yet. For the moment, we're just gonna drag in that basic clap. That one sounded really good to me off the back. And then let's hear some snares. I never know which one I'm gonna go with off the rip. Everything, somehow this 808 Mafia snare is gonna go crazy. Probably need to turn it down a little bit because that thing is smash. Yeah, there it is. Man, you know, always gotta test it, always gotta play around, but still, at the end of the day, I think we just kept that. Okay. And then what I'm also gonna do real quick is we're gonna re-render this sample here out of this to have it without the top melody playing. And we're gonna do that real fast. So what you're gonna see me happen here is down here. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Cause see, I've got it routed. Keyscape is coming here. Those were the 3 things that I did to it there. So all I'm going to do is come to my channel rack here, and I'm going to make sure that I'm muting pattern 1, and then we're going to turn Keyscape back on. Okay, and then we're going to turn these plugins on, which you heard that. We're going to come to here, double click in on this, move this out the way. And I'm not going to delete them in this case. I'm literally just going to mute all of these. And there might be a way to quick mute these, but I don't know how to do that at the moment. I could maybe look it up, but this seems to work for me pretty well. So we're just going to do that. We're going to click here, go back to here. We're right clicking on this. We're going to consolidate track from song start. So that way we get the whole thing. Trim PDC, silence, enable insert effects, all the same giddy goods. We're missing Omnisphere. What happened to that sound? Quick explanation: if you're consolidating out a track, you have to cut off everything that you don't want to consolidate. Right here, what I'm doing is trying to cut everything back on, and it gets pretty wild. I'm like, man, I'm so focused in on one sound missing, I didn't even realize all the sounds are missing. That's wild. That is wild. Just want to chime in. This beat is banging, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This beat is banging. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So we can add like some counters and stuff like that, just to give it a little bit more bounce. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it just a little bit more bounce, and then we're out of here with this one. Okay, over the next several minutes, what I end up doing is adding a counter snare, and things got a little juicy. And it was going to be crazy. I'm actually going to go to the piano roll, and we're going to oppo pan these. And by that, what I mean is I'm just going to pan them in opposite directions. Pretty rough. Something like that. It looks really aggressive, but that's only because it's so big there. If I pull it down back to its normal size, as you see, I'm only going one full line there. Okay, let's lay this thing out real quick. Let's lay this out. Slide this down. Pull this up. I'm not really using this one, but we're still going to pull it up. And then I do want to go ahead and color these tracks. I do it every time. Double click, right click off of that top one. Click over here on this arrow. Then you're going to come down here to color, select it, and we're going to go to gradient. That's what I always do, green to red, and we're going to accept that. And then I'm going to unclick all the ones that I have routed already, like so. Everything else is not routed, so then now we'll grab this here, bring it up just so you guys can see it. I'm going to show y'all every stream every time, so that way I never want anybody to ask me how this gets done. Bam, shift control L, or boom. I'm gonna show y'all the long way of doing it every time. Now we're just waiting. Typically it's way quicker, but once again, we are on stream. Control save, control save, control save. All right, we're gonna slide this down, get that out the way. Come back over to here, split by track or split by channel, but I don't like doing it that way. I prefer to delete it and then split by channel, so that way they'll pop up over here. Once again, we're not using Keyscape. We're not using Arcade. We rendered both of those out, so we only need this one. So I'm control and then left click on all of them while holding control. Then you can let go of control, click on the top one or any of them, grab, slide it over, and that's what you should see. Let it go. Boom, you've got everything dropped. And the reason why I color it before I split it is that if you split it and then try to color them, it's not going to auto color all of these tracks here. So for the moment, let's go ahead and see, and then we're gonna right click and drag down, which is going to cut and delete, and it's gonna delete what is the shorter end of it. So if the right side had been longer, it would have deleted the left. If the left side's longer, like it is in this case, it deleted the right side. We're gonna do the same thing here. Okay, and then one of the quickest ways to lay out a beat is to have everything and just do it like that. Boom, copy it over, drag this down, copy it over, and we're gonna do it one more time, and that'll give us, I think, about half of the beat, maybe a little bit more. Depends on your tempo and depends on how long you built it, but this is right at about a oh, can't click that because of there. Yeah, we're right at about a minute 30, minute 40 almost. So like I said, that's about halfway through your beat. So what I'd recommend here is now I'm going to delete this first one. Keep this. And then all of this down here is going to get deleted. So all of this is going to get deleted. And then once I've now deleted all of that stuff there, we're going to take this one, make it unique. Nah. I don't even know I clicked there. Select all similar clips. That's dope. Make unique. Now we're going to come in here, and what I'm wanting to do is I want to take them down by the group, right? So I want to grab these alt and slide them down, and we're going to slide it down to like there. Same thing with this one here. Slide it down to like here. Grab this set, slide it down to like so, because I'm trying to create like a rise effect, and then we're going to have this one here come up to like there. And then this is the first full powered one you're going to have, is the one right before the melody drops, or you get the full sound here, which is going to be at measure 5. So that's just kind of creating a riser effect. And I'm known for leaving those in there. So we're going to, I don't want to say I'm known for that, but you know, I like to do that. So then we're going to unmute this one. And at this point, we're going to delete these because I don't want them. Okay. Then we're going to take this, and we are going to alt grab the end, slide it out, because I do want that to fade into this next pot here. And then this is where this could have been done better, realistically. So what we're going to do is have to fix this. Except for on that first one. The first one could stay, but for the rest of them, we're going to fix it. So we're going to cut it in half. Nope, not like that. We're going to cut it in half like so. Boom. Click P. Delete this. And then what we want to do is drag this sample back by holding Alt and dragging it back like so. And then we're going to shift grab this one, drag it over, and I'm going to zoom in. My phone's over there trying to capture my vocals there. I'm going to zoom in here with control and scroll. Slide over there. Alt grabbing. And I just really just want to see that little intro right there. That's all I want to see. So now that I see that, we're going to Alt grab this, drag that over, Alt grab that, grid that back. Okay, and then at every point from that point, I want to delete all of these, and I want to grab these only. And I'm just shift grabbing. Now, like I said, the purpose for that is because I don't want to have that first word cut off. We'll delete those for the moment. Okay. So, and then we'll give it just a little bit of an intro. No, we're not. What if I did this? Okay. So for the moment, we're going to knock everything back to 9, and that's just so I can put an intro. That one right there. I just love that sound. So this is how I probably start the sound. And that little bleep. My sound effect making is straight garbage, I know. But this little sound right here, I really want that to fade out in the background. No, I want to stretch this one back. Grab this one. We're not going with that remainder tail. So we're going to actually cut that off. See, sometimes you change your mind midway through. So then I want this to fade into that. Check it. So right here, over the next 20 minutes, we end up adding an effector to the beat. We link that to an automation clip so that way we could turn it on and off. We also laid that beat out. If you guys want to see me do all that, let me know in the comments. I will drop a full-length video. After I did all that, I also did a couple more changes to the melody to make better drops. But once again, if you guys want that, let me know. Play it. Let's play it. Let's see what we're working with here.
I really like that one.
Let me step off screen again here. Alright, yeah, so we know that was some heat. Over the next 10 minutes, what I'd end up doing is bopping out to it, and then we'll add some fresh air to it. I'll also EQ it a little bit, do a little bit of a master chain, so that way I can get that bad boy hitting. As you can see there, I'm boosting my lows a little bit. I'm still using span. If you guys want the full video, either check out the live stream or let me know in the comments. Alright, after all was said and done, I do end up exporting it out. And this is what you guys get left with, is this right here.
Cully on the beat. Cully on the beat.
Woo. All right, yeah, so we brought that pressure with that one right there. I'm gonna let y'all know that one will be available on YouTube soon, but I know for a fact that by February 14th, that thing right there will be available on BeatStars if everybody wants to go check that out. We're going to jump into the next project here. I'm just going to explain real quick. I did a quick little 30-minute challenge at the end of this stream, and I'm just going to show y'all the quick little outcome of it. It wasn't the greatest, but it was still fire for what I made in 40 minutes. If y'all want to see that video, let me know in the comments. Once again, I appreciate everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me say that one more time because that sounded funny. Subscribe. That still sound funny, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? A little stepper anthem I be making sometimes, y'all. Goodness gracious. All right. So then what we're going to do is actually do this. Grab that, slide that back. Click here, delete. Just in case. Just in case. All right, checking that thing right there. And then I just want to grab this. We're going to shift, click, grab, slide it down and over. Down further, one more. Slide that back. Slide that up. Just a little change up. Then it's going to drop to there. And then we're just going to grab this, delete that, grab this, slide this over. Then we're going back to here, grabbing this, sliding that over. All right, 2 minutes in the beat. We'll probably do it one more time. All right, look, we're going to let it play one time, and then I'm hopping off of the stream. Thank you all for joining in and witnessing what we got going here. I'm going to let this thing loop one time through, and then we hopping up off the stream. So, like I said, thank y'all for joining me at this Cully Cookup EP number 2, live on Twitch. Live on Twitch and live on YouTube. Soon, hopefully, to be live on Instagram as well. Trying to stream on as many platforms as possible. And if y'all checking out the YouTube video right now, much love out to that. Thanks for checking out the YouTube video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Of course. Thank all y'all. Have a wonderful day. Yes, indeed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.